Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. I thought that we would kind of do a craft and chat. I'm going to work on these bookends while we chat a little bit, kind of catch up. It has been a while since I've continuously posted, and I just wanted to share everything that is going on and what is going to be going on with my channel for 2025. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, first of all, these bookends I got, well, they're not really actually bookends, I don't think. I don't know, I got them at the thrift store. They were the pair for, I got them half off for, so $2.50. And I thought that these would be really great bookends for my bookshelf back there. So I am going to paint them up. I got an inspiration picture from Pinterest, which I will leave on the screen, and we're gonna see how close I can get to it. So while I am doing this, like I said, decided that I would kind of just do a little chat. Super relaxed. So just to let you know really quick, I'm going to be painting the books. I'm going to just call them bookends. So I'm going to paint them Midnight Sky as the base, and then I am going to do Rub and Buff, and this is the antique gold. I'm going to do the antique gold on top of it, and then depending on how it looks, I may add some brown wax. I may not. We're going to see how it looks when this is all done. So that is the process I'm going to do for these bookends. And from now on, we're just gonna chat. So I feel like the end of 2024 has been, or was, excuse me, because now it's 2025, was just a little overwhelming for me. A few videos ago, I had mentioned that my grandmother had passed away at the end of October, and that's, you know, right before the holidays, and just a lot of things had come up around that time. So with that, and then work has always been a lot. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know that, you know, my job is, you know, my full-time job is a lot during the week, like mentally for me. So sometimes on the weekends, I would force myself to do projects, and I just wasn't really feeling inspired to do them, or I didn't have the creativity in me to do them. And so I kind of took a little bit of a step back, and part of taking that step back was realizing some things, and the biggest thing was my booth space. So I can't even remember if it was 2 videos ago at this point, but recently I did share a little bit of my booth, and I said that I had some news coming up, and the news is I am closing down my booth space. So that is actually coming up next weekend. So this is Saturday, I don't even know what day it is, 25th? Whatever this Saturday is of January, I have a week left. So February 1st is my last day in for my booth. So I have been doing sales throughout the month for my booth space, so I can get rid of as much product or sell as much product as possible. Somebody is actually taking the shelving unit and the ladder shelf that I built for their space. So that is something I will not have to worry about, just the small pieces. And a lot of the stuff is already sold. So I will take you guys with me next weekend when I go down to my booth to clear it all out. It is actually really bittersweet. I had planned on closing my booth down July, end of June. I put in my 30-day notice, and they had offered to provide that downsized space for me, which is what you saw the last half of the year, that downsized space. A lot of it was really due, again, to work. And I do like what I do. It has nothing to do with me not liking my job. It is just very demanding on me mentally. And I have just, you know, I felt like with YouTube and with the booth, everything was starting to feel like more jobs versus having that fun creative outlet that I had originally started the YouTube channel and the booth space a couple years ago. So I realized that while I loved having the booth space, I loved, you know, the people that own the place, that work there, that have their spaces there. It's a wonderful place to be, to have a space. They're very supportive. It's just not a good time for me right now. So that is why I ended up deciding to close down my booth space, because I want to be able to do things that I'm enjoying and not feeling like, you know, it's another job. And I already have a full-time job and I don't want to feel like I'm working 7 days a week. I want to enjoy my weekends, and if the creativity is flowing on the weekend, that's great. If it's not, I don't want to feel, you know, like I'm forced to do something or feel bad that I didn't go to estate sales and to thrift stores to find stuff to fill my booth, or even for a YouTube video. I need to give myself a little bit of grace, and hopefully everybody can understand that. I'm not stopping YouTube. I'm going to continue to post. These are just some things that I have been thinking about over the past several months, and it has, you know, some of the stuff I am going to kind of take a step back from. And one of the other things is also, like I said, I'm not stopping YouTube, but I just don't know if I will be able to do a video every week. It may be every other week with posting videos. There are a lot of other factors. I still love doing DIY projects and flips like this, but because I haven't felt super creative and inspired, I don't want to force myself to try and flip something or make something and just not be happy with it. And then, you know, just so that I can post a video, I really would like to get back into the creative environment and the inspiration that I used to have. I just want to kind of get back to that. So I will still be doing these types of videos. They may just be every other week versus every week. And I am also planning on doing some house projects. Now, I know last year I redid our master bedroom and I never ended up sharing the video of that. It was actually the same weekend that we got Charlie, and it just did not end up working out. But I really would like to share some of the other home projects that I have coming up. Actually, behind you guys, there is the wall in my dining room, and it is just a blank wall. I can share some pictures or a little video clip. I have some ideas for what I would like to do on this wall. It's like 10 feet. They're high ceilings. I need something else in this room. It's just very blah. So I will be doing something on that wall. So I will definitely do a video on that. I kind of would like to also give our master our master bathroom a makeover. So I will take you guys along with that, and just any other small little house projects. I love doing DIY projects, so I'm not gonna stop doing that. So I will take you guys along with me. It may just not be a video every week. So I hope you guys can understand that, and we'll still follow along and, you know, see what I get into for 2025. I realized I am not very good at multitasking. Talking and doing something is not my strong suit. I can multitask at work. As long as I'm not talking and having to do something else, I can do multiple things at one time, but I cannot talk and do something else. Like, I cannot text and talk to somebody. My husband knows that for sure. I I cannot do that. So this video may be, I just don't know how this video is going to be, but I really wanted to try and do kind of something a little bit different, and like I said, just kind of chat and catch up with everybody. I hope that you guys have had a good beginning to 2025. I don't know about anybody else, but January, and this is every year, this isn't just for this year, but every year January lasts like 3 months, and then once February hits, the year is basically over. I don't understand it. Maybe because we're just looking so, we're looking ahead at the end of the year for the new year, and then the new year gets here and it just lasts forever. I don't know. Let me know. Am I the only one? I just feel like it's only, I know, yes, it's already like the 24th or 25th of January, but I feel like it has been like 2 months already, and it's not. I bought these a little while ago, and I've been wanting to do a project, or I've been wanting to do a flip on them. I just didn't realize what direction I wanted to take them until I saw the picture on Pinterest this morning. Actually, it was this morning, and I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. So, but there are so many nooks and crannies on this. I should have spray painted it. That's what I should have done. But it's cold. So if you don't know, I'm in Florida, and we've had a cold snap. I guess I could probably spray paint it right now during the day with the sun. It's not like freezing. But I know spray paint just doesn't work as well, or at least it doesn't dry as fast when it's really cold out, which is why I'm painting inside. So I'm going to finish up painting this and then paint this one, and then we will get onto the next step with this project. Okay, we're back. Got these all painted up, and they are, I think, 99% dry. So we're gonna go in with the Rub and Buff. Again, this is the Antique Gold Rub and Buff. I think I may start with like dry brushing kind of, and then layer it on in areas, so I can go lighter and then add if I need to. So we're just gonna give this a shot and see. We're gonna see how this works. So, all right. Haven't used Rub and Buff too much. Just gonna, okay. We're just gonna go for it. I want it to be probably 90 to 95% of the Rub and Buff, so I guess we'll just keep going. Looks pretty good so far though. Woo. All right, so anyways, back to what I was saying before. I did go back just to make sure, I touched on a few things, and there were a couple things I did forget to mention regarding my booth space. So again, February 1st, next Saturday, I will be going down there and clearing out my space of everything, and I will be taking you with me. As for the remaining items that are in my booth, I have a goal. I'm hoping that there are not too many items left for me to bring home, but I have a goal, or what I would like to do, within either later that next weekend or at some point in the very near future, add those items to my Etsy page. So that is another thing that I wanted to bring up. Earlier in 2024, I was adding a bunch of thrifted items and even some items that I had made over on videos onto my Etsy page. If you don't know about my Etsy page, I have it linked in my description on my other videos, but it is Wood, Wine, and Crafts. And I was doing really well, I feel like, towards the beginning of last year to, constantly add new items to my Etsy page. And thank you to everyone that did buy items and that supported me. I really appreciate it. Towards the end, I would say the second half of last year, I stopped posting items onto my Etsy page because for a couple of reasons. One, I realized I was competing on the items that I would bring to my booth versus what I was putting on Etsy, and the items that I had, I was just battling between what to bring down to my booth or for Etsy, because really, like, you guys do have a different style than the people that were shopping in my booth, and you and I are very similar with items that we like, and not everyone at my booth was. So I was having just this constant struggle of items, and then I didn't want to take away from all the items I was bringing down to my booth because I was paying booth rent, and it's not cheap. And Etsy, yes, they do take fees from every sale, and there is a very there is a fee, per month for the items that you have posted, but it is different than, paying rent in a booth space. So that's why I ended up not posting items onto my Etsy page, because I was trying to make sure that I would meet my booth rent plus some at my booth. And so I kind of would like to get more focused back onto my Etsy page. And so that's why I would like to post those items from my booth that I will be bringing back with me onto my Etsy page. But it does take a lot of work to take the photos, to list the items, to figuring out the shipping. That has been the biggest pain in the butt. I'll tell you what, so it does take a lot. So depending on how many items I have, I may just do it in installments and go from there. So I will be doing that, and I will definitely keep you posted, whether it's in a video or just on my community tab, about the items that I'll be posting up onto my Etsy page. So I definitely wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And side note, this is turning out really good. I really like how this looks so far. So I'm excited how these are turning out. Okay, sorry about that. Had to let one of the dogs in. The other dog is still outside, so I may have to stop and go and let him in here in a few minutes. The other thing that I did want to talk about is, if you like this style of video where, we're just crafting and chatting, definitely let me know in the comments, and maybe if you are interested, we could do like a Q&A craft and chat. I don't think I've ever done a Q&A on my channel before, so it may be something fun. I know that I do have, I don't know how many subscribers. I think I have a little over 11,000 now, so it may be kind of fun to do like a Q&A. I am a fairly private person, so I don't know if I would answer all of the questions that I get asked, but it would be kind of fun to do one if you would be interested. So if you are, let me know, and then I can figure out the best way to go about that, and to get if you guys, I guess the best way for you to ask questions, like what platform to leave questions so that I can answer them. Which also leads to another thing which I have been thinking about, and I need to figure out how to do this. I would love to do a giveaway on my channel. I have not done one yet, and I would really like to do one because you guys are so amazing, and you have been so supportive, and following along for, well, I guess March will be 3 years since I started YouTube. So I would really like to figure out the best way and the correct way to do a giveaway on my channel, and I would love to do that. So I will try and work on that, you know, coming in the next, you know, several months. I don't want to put a timeline to it because life gets crazy and things don't always end up working out in the time frame that you want them. So I'm not going to set a date for myself, but it is a goal of mine to do within the next couple months. So I will definitely also look into that so that I can do a little giveaway for you guys, and also figuring out what to give away. So just got some fun things that I would like to do this year, and I hope that everybody will stick around and continue on this journey with me. I keep calling it a journey because I don't really know where this is going or what I'm doing. I used to be a really big planner, and I would plan everything out. I mean, my day, my weekends, everything. I was a huge planner. And over the past several years, I think really since probably 2020, sounds about right, I have not. I don't really plan things anymore, which probably doesn't help. I don't know. Maybe it's not, maybe that's not helping me since I used to be and I'm not anymore. Maybe I need to get back into it. But I don't know. See, now I feel like I'm rambling. That's probably a problem. I don't know. Since I didn't plan this and I just started chatting, I don't have a clear I don't have the clear talking points or discussion planner or anything like that. Maybe you guys like that, and I'm fine with that because I could definitely ramble on about some random things if you want me to. Okay, so I have these, like the middle portions done, but I want to flip them over so that I can get the detail on the underside, just so that it looks a little bit more of a finished product. And then I'm going to do the top because I want this side to be the top. I don't know. Again, I'm not really sure what these are supposed to be in the first place. So I think when I found them at the thrift store, they were faced this way, but I like them better this way. I don't know. I'm pretty sure whoever had them before were outside because there was like dirt and soil in them. So I had to clean it up. So I'm going to flip these over and then do that. And then we are almost done with this project, which means we're probably almost done with this video. And I really hope that you've enjoyed this style video. Never done anything like this. I thought it would be kind of fun to give it a try. And the other thing that I realized that I wanted to mention, I thought about this a little bit earlier while I was, working on painting these pieces off video while I was gathering my thoughts and everything. I do get more inspired when I am working on projects or even like small little flips like this for my own home decor. I think one of the other problems that I was having was I was trying to flip items for the booth or even for you guys, and it wasn't 100%. I wasn't feeling the project like 100%, and I think it was because it wouldn't be 100% my style maybe, especially like for items for the booth, because I knew what was selling more than what wasn't. And so I was trying to really make sure that I would put stuff in my booth that, oh, no wonder I flipped that over. Jeez. I forget what I was saying. Oh, so I think one of my other problems with, the inspiration and the creativity lacking towards the end of the year was because I was trying to make things that weren't necessarily for myself in the sense of just trying to sell them, and I don't like that. I didn't like that. Not that I have to make stuff for me, but if it's not really like my style or something that I'm like in the right frame of mind to do, or you know, if I'm not trying to get out of my comfort zone and I'm just forcing myself to do something, I really lack the creativity. I may start the project and then I'm like, no, I don't like where this is going, and then I'll stop. So I think that was a problem for me. So I think, especially since I'm closing down the booth, it'll be easier for me to get inspired to do some of these smaller flips, because they will be hopefully going into my own home, or even onto my Etsy page, you know, after I make them. So I don't know. Again, I probably rambled on too much at this point, but that was just something else that I thought about, and I thought that I would share with you, since that is what we are doing in this video. Okay, so I have finished with the Rub and Buff. I have wiped these down, kind of like polished them so they're nice and smooth. I don't know if you have to seal Rub and Buff. I was trying to look on here and it doesn't say anything about sealing, so I'm just gonna kind of leave this as is. Now, the underside, I did not do any of the Rub and Buff. I will probably just put a clear coat on the base so that the chalk paint itself doesn't, you know, wipe off as I put it on the bookshelf. And I may put, I probably won't put anything on the base like to protect it. It's fine. I mean, it's just gonna be for decoration. So I don't think that I am going to do the brown wax, at least not at this point. I really like how these look. I'll show you. Whoop. See, there we go. Oh. All right, sorry about that. The FedEx guy has left. So this is what it looks like now. And you know, I really regret not taking a before picture, or even showing you really a close-up of this before. I wonder if I can get a still shot from earlier. But this is how it has turned out. I really like it. I'll get even closer. I don't know if maybe that helps. Ugh, I really like how this turned out. So like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to do brown wax on this or not. I think I'm going to leave it. I'm gonna style it on my bookshelf, and I'm gonna leave it for now as is. And if I end up adding a brown wax, then I will definitely share that with you, whether it's on my community tab or just a quick little insert in a video. But for now, I think these are done. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video, just, you know, crafting and chatting. I actually really enjoyed doing this. It was a small, you know, simple project, and I just got to chat. So I really hope that you enjoyed this as well. And if you do like this, maybe I'll start incorporating it, you know, every now and then as a video if you guys did like it. And if you did and you would like to do like a Q&A kind of version of this, then let me know in the comments. I will definitely take you guys with me next weekend when I take everything down in my booth to give like a little farewell for my booth space after doing that for like 2.5 years. So I will take you guys along with me. Until then, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys. I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My